Let me first say, as we get closer to game day, so for those of us given an assessment where they have to do extended and constructive responses, say in early March, then January and February, I suspend my novel reading. We do very little novel reading. We do very little across multiple day reading. We do one sitting excerpt reading. We do a ton more excerpt reading from novels. Why? To get them ready for this. Because here's what we know about the data and research. And it's mostly coming from the high ability and GT kids. That kids who missed points on the literature, and you're like, seriously? He didn't know that? How'd he miss that? Then they followed up and they talked to these kids who should never have missed these questions and said, what was so hard about this? Why did you struggle so much? And the kids came back and said, I just didn't feel like I really knew the whole book because I only read that excerpt. Ha, that's reason to read only excerpts sometimes. You know, where they just read an introduction and then the excerpt. You are about to read an excerpt from Brian's Winter. This is a novel by Gary Paulsen. Brian is the main character, and in this text, this happens. You are about to read the part in the text where such and such happens. Read the passage and answer the questions. If kids feel like they don't know enough and that's all they're given, yeah, welcome to game day. That's game day. They are going to read authentic text, an excerpt plucked from something, where it's self-contained and enough to answer the questions, but if kids are always used to beating the dead horse of everything, then they're going to struggle, and it's our GT and high ability we're finding out are struggling on this. They're not used to not having enough context. That tells me to do a little bit more of that. We're going to read only excerpts sometimes and not read the rest of the book.